Coming up on today's show, we got to react to a surprise cut. A player I had on my 53-man roster has been let go by the Giants, and it also sounds like a trade could be coming. Make sure you are subscribed, because when the Giants make more cuts, and if they make a trade, we are going to make a video. We are also almost at our goal of 80,000 subscribers. If you love the Giants and you want free videos every single day, and you're not subscribed, give us a chance. Hit that big red sub button. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We'll talk about the trade rumors coming up in a second, but let's start with the news of the day. The New York Giants are moving on from veteran safety K'Von Wallace. First, I want to apologize. I had him on my 53-man roster. I was wrong. Stupid Marsh. I will try to be better going forward. Reason I thought he would make the team, the connection to Shane Bowen, and the Giants also have a major hole at safety spot number 4. Wallace played for the Tennessee Titans when Shane Bowen was the defensive coordinator there, and he actually started some games there and was pretty good. Not so good, though, in the preseason this year with the Giants. Also was battling a little bit of an injury as well, and the cards just did not shake out in his favor. Played more so in week 1 of the preseason against Buffalo. Didn't play in the game against the Jets due to an injury. Did finish the final preseason game with just 15 snaps. I also kind of looked at that and said, he only played 15 snaps. That could mean that more opportunities could be coming. But this is the end of the line for K'Von Wallace. Hoping the best for him going forward. Now you look at the Giants safety depth chart. You know Holland, you know Newbin, and you know Dane Belton are all going to make this team. We'll be figuring out very quickly what the Giants think of this safety depth chart. If they cut Raheem Lane and they cut Makari Page, they're going to have to go out and make another move. I think it'd be a long shot for the undrafted free agent Michigan Wolverine Makari Page to make the team. He did have an interception in preseason. Is that enough to make the squad? And Raheem Lane, he's always seemed like a guy that was just fighting an uphill battle to make this team. Maybe the Giants change their mind and include him, though, in the 53-man roster. Or it could be another player joining this safety depth chart. Ryan Dunleavy, who covers the New York Giants for the New York Post, put out his 53-man roster, and he had the Giants actually making a trade for that 4th safety spot. So he did have Holland and Newbin and Belton making the team, but he put 4th safety spot, a trade. And we've already seen some trades across the National Football League. Howie Roseman has made 27 trades over the past week, and now is the time of year where if you see a guy that's on the roster bubble for another team, you send a 6th-round pick that way. They send you that player and a 7th-round pick. We saw the Giants do that a couple of years ago with Boogie Basham. We've seen Joe Shane make some trades as we've gotten closer to cut-down day. I believe he also made a trade for Isaiah Simmons a couple of years ago. So I don't hate the idea of the Giants making another trade, and if a trade does happen, we're going to get you guys a video as soon as possible. So subscribe, and now's the time of year to turn those notifications on. Real football is around the corner, and we're putting out multiple free videos every single day. So stay in the loop and be a real one. Hit that sub button. Coming up next, the Giants did make another roster move. That would be their 10th roster move since their Thursday preseason win over the New York Jets. And then we're going to go over some possible cuts as well. I've looked at all of the 53-man rosters that Giants beat reporters have put out there, and I'm going to mention some names that I think would classify as surprise cuts. First, though, I want to tell you about our awesome sponsor, Chubbies. Chubbies is back. Football is back as well, and their NFL collection is better than ever. And when you use the promo code ChatSports, you're going to get $10 off. I'll make sure all that information is clickable down in the comments and description. Are you ready for some football? If you're not, Chubbies is ready to help you with their NFL collection. Whether you are tailgating, grilling, or riding the highs and lows of watching the Giants on Sundays, Chubbies has the officially licensed NFL gear to keep you looking like the ultimate fanatic. If you're not a jersey guy, this is an elite alternative. If you are a jersey fanatic, something tells me you'll love their NFL collection as well, because when you are invested in the game, your outfit should be too. For a limited time, use our exclusive code CHATSPORTS for $10 off at chubbyshorts.com. chubbies.com/chatsports. Chubbies is the ultimate football apparel brand, so much so they created their own fantasy football league. George Kittle, Ian Rappaport, and others have come together to assemble the Chubbies League on NFL Fantasy. Each week, the top 5 scorers will win a chance at Chubbies polo and shorts combos with their team's logo. The grand champion gets the chance at the ultimate fan experience, a 5-city, 5-stadium NFL game tour with a +1, while the fantasy flop faces a hilarious and unforgettable punishment only Chubbies could pull off. Head to chubbyshorts.com/thechubbiesleague to learn more and have some fun. Get ready for the most outrageous fantasy football season of your life. And would you look at that, folks? For a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving our listeners $10 with the promo code ChatSports at chubbyshorts.com/chatsports. That's $10 off your order with the promo code ChatSports, and that includes the NFL collection. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Express yourself and level up your game day wardrobe with Chubbies. All righty, we saw a nasty injury go down in the Giants' final preseason game on Thursday, right after TJ Moore had a pick 6. Later, he had to be carted off the field. His leg was put in an air cast. He had to spend the night at the hospital. He has since been discharged, and he has been diagnosed with a broken femur. I don't want to make it seem like a broken femur is not a big deal. It's honestly probably a little bit better than what some people initially expected and what the injury looked like. So hoping the best for TJ Moore in the future. He can look at Paulson Adebo. Adebo broke his femur back in the middle of last season, and he's ready to go. And he was ready to go back in the spring. So you can make a full recovery for that. And the Giants are actually placing Moore on the injured reserve. So he will be working with the Giants trainers and such all season long. So your corner room right now, Paulson Adebo, Drew Phillips, Cordell Flott, Deonte Banks still battling for that CB2 spot, Trey Hawkins, Art Green, Nick Jones, Corey Black, D. Williams, and TJ Moore on the IR. So 10 cuts have come through so far. O'Donnell Fortune has been waived by the New York Giants, as has Montreal Washington, Deontay Johnson, Jordan Bly, KJ Cloyd, Jimmy Morrissey, Zach Pascal, Jason Williams, and today's cut, K'Von Wallace and TJ Moore going to injured reserve. So the Giants, they have made 10 cuts so far. So they've gone from 90 to 80. And if my math is correct, there is still 27 more cuts to go. And there are going to be some moves that maybe we are a little bit upset about. But as I've done this now 5 years in a row, I have realized that your favorite player may get cut, and it's probably not all that likely that they get picked up on waivers by another team, which means that they could return to the practice squad. On the other side of that coin, though, I'm not so sure that Tommy DeVito, if cut, will bypass waivers. There are a lot of injuries across the National Football League at that backup quarterback spot. Heck, we just saw the Minnesota Vikings go out and sign Carson Wentz. We saw the Philadelphia Eagles trade 2 draft picks for Sam Howell, and Aiden O'Connell has a 6 to 8 week injury that he's dealing with, and the Las Vegas Raiders said they want a player at the backup quarterback spot that has played a lot of football. Could be Tommy DeVito. Keep your eyes on that. He could be cut. They could trade him. Be awesome if they can get a pick back for him. As loud as I've been saying that Dante Miller should make the team, it just maybe seems like that is not going to happen. You look at all the other beat reporters, 53-man roster, and the majority of them have Miller on the outside looking in. Look, I think he's an NFL back. He possesses a trait that nobody else on this team does. I wonder if this is just another training camp standout type of guy. They tried to work him in at the special teams side of the ball. When you're the running back 4, you got to be able to contribute elsewhere. He showed that he could do that a little bit. Down to punt inside the 20. Also had a punt bounce off his shoulders, and it was a turnover. Didn't really bode well for him in making the team, but we'll find out. I like Turbo. I think he's an elite player in the screen game. We'll find out. I thought Gunnar Olszewski earned a roster spot this offseason. Doesn't seem like others believe that at this point. A lot of people have had Amir Smith-Marset over Gunnar Olszewski in their 53-man roster projections. I would flip those. Amir Smith-Marset gives you nothing as a receiver, and Olszewski does. He could beat man-to-man coverage in the slot. He's really the only backup slot you got on this team. I'd keep him. Doesn't sound like the Giants are going to. Doesn't sound like the Giants are going to keep Greg Dulcich as well, according to the mass opinions out there. I think Dulcich should make the team. I think there's something to be said for earning a roster spot with your play in the preseason. 7 receptions, 53 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I'd put him on the team, but the Giants have apparently like Thomas Fidone a lot. Picked him in the 7th round. You're going to be looking at some other tight ends on this team. Daniel Bellinger, and there's a cap casualty option there as well. And Chris Manhertz, sounds like he's going to be back. Again, DJ Davidson, the veteran defensive tackle at this point, maybe he doesn't make the team for the Giants. I think he should. I think he's a decent player. And the Giants are thin there. He's got some experience. He had some pop plays in preseason. I'd keep him around, but an eye to keep a name on, as is Trace Ford, who I thought played pretty damn well in the preseason. 7 pressures, 6 hurries, 7 tackles. There's something to be said for that. I'd keep him on the team. We'll find out if the Giants do. Corey Black, who is a rookie, sounds like he could be cut, and that's never a good thing. This is a player that I always thought had a long shot to go to be an NFL corner. I viewed him as a special team specialist. Not sure if that's going to be enough, though, to have him stay on the 53. Probably will return to the practice squad. Nick Jones. Everybody remembers the summer of Nick Jones, as he had that interception on Jackson Dart. The first pass that Dart threw as a New York Giant at training camp, Jones took the other way. But since then, it's been quiet on that front. Haven't heard much from him. The Giants are a little bit thin at that slot corner spot. Maybe he sneaks his way on, but from what it sounds like, it's probably more likely than not that he does make the team. I know this. The Giants make any more cuts, we're going to break it down on this channel, and you're going to find out on my social media. So give me a follow on X and on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_.